up in around 500K, and everything else pretty much follows suit. I like how the PS2 still manages to sell around 40,000-50,000 units.
I mean, it really is one of the greatest systems.
It is.
I think it is such a great,
People are still buying it. People are just, it's not even like getting it as novelty. People are buying the PS2 for the PS2.
I know, and especially because the PS3 just don't really support backwards compatibility.
Well,
anymore.
Who cares at this point? Because everyone's buying the PS2
I know,
anyway.
exactly. So you might as well buy the PS2 now.
I remember walking into like retail stores and stuff, and you go in, you got Xbox has its own little wall, and it's just like all your Xbox titles, and then like GameCube's got like a half quarter of a wall, and then you got your handhelds filling with the rest of that, and then the rest of the store would be PS2. I mean, there's definitely something to be said for the PlayStation, just being on there in 2010. How long was that system out? PS2 was running and gunning with the GameCube and the original Xbox. It's not even mentioned.
Yeah, I mean, like, you look at Sony, and I think when they first launched their PS3, they were hoping they could, deliver on the same success that they got with the PS2, but...
Well, clearly it's an acceptable business model because they're making money off a system
that
they
don't need to succeed on the PS3 because they're still succeeding on the PS2.
Yeah, I mean, you just add up onto the PS3, you're over 300,000, and now you're within striking range of Xbox 360. So, I mean, if you add the 41K to the 277, really.
And if you want to throw in the PSP there, too, it's another 100,000.
Yeah, well, granted. And, if you just look at Sony overall, they just beat the snot out of everyone else. But, people kind of give them a bad rap, but, I agree in some ways that the PS3 is not as successful as it should have been. Fine. But if you look at Sony overall, they definitely have just quality products out. Now, the PSP Go, does anyone care? I don't. Does anyone care in here about the PSP Go?
Not in particular.
No. Piece of crap, right? Jap crap garbage. I don't even know why that exists. But anyway, regardless.
It's always the better solution to take a handheld system that is definitely not living up to its competitor and then just make it more expensive.
$50 more and you got a PS3. So, why? There's we're pointing at a more mature audience. A more mature audience with a brain in their head wouldn't pay $250 for a handheld that's failing. Okay?
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
I don't want to say failing, but it can't compete with the DS.
It cannot. Not even close.
Yeah.
DS has got so much better original content. It's Nintendo, for Christ's sake. And it's got the best games, the best peripheral. It's just like, no one saw the DS coming. That's just like, you got Game Boy, whatever, and all of a sudden Game Boy gets dropped, Nintendo goes boom, and then DS, and then we just revolutionized the handheld market. It happened overnight. That's
no,
what's
it
crazy.
didn't happen overnight. It had a very, very, very slow launch, and I actually had a DS and then traded it in, and then eventually got one back again because when I first got it, I was like, oh my god, they put Mario 64 on the DS. This looks great, and then nothing was out, so I just traded it in, and then eventually I got drawn back into it, and they've really changed over the years, and they've just dominated in the handheld space, and apparently Nintendo's also dominating in the the home console space. So Nintendo's
they've got all this money. It's about time someone made an awesome game. Honorable mention for most anticipated, Metroid Other M, being headed up by Team Ninja. Okay, but honestly, that's the only thing on the Wii I can. There's hints at a little Zelda stuff, but it's unclear if it's coming out this year.
Yeah, they're pretty much from what I gather from the new Zelda game, they're saying this has to be perfect. So I don't think it's gonna see the light of day in 2010.
But Nintendo's got money, okay?
Obviously.
Okay, and they got a huge fan base in Japan. It's about time they put some of that money into great content.
Well, honestly, I don't think they feel there's even any justification to do so. Look at
software.
Let's transition to software.
Top 20 software sales. Every other sale, if not consecutively, is a Wii product. First, you have new Super Mario Brothers.
Justifiably so at 600.
Yes. Then you have Mass Effect, but then the Wii Fit Plus, Call of Duty,
the Wii Fit
Mario
Plus.
Kart.
Well, Wii Fit Plus at 500, whatever. Fine. I think Wii Fit's okay. It's okay. But honestly, that's all marketing. Why that's on there.
I see what Twisted's getting at, and that what you have to see here is that Nintendo's games, their first party, they have such long legs that none of the you look at the 360, you look at the PS3, they have games that have tremendous opening sales, obviously Call of Duty, and then you look at like just any major release or whatever, it'll sell really well initially, and then it'll sort of,
It
you know,
fizzles
it'll
out.
definitely dive bomb.
Yeah, look at Call of Duty. I mean,
But
it's on
but
there with
Mario Kart
Blitz.
Wii came out years ago. I mean, like
Think about this one. How about Super Mario Brothers, New Super Mario for the DS?
I know
That was on the top 20 for probably a year, if more. I remember that game coming out, and I look at that, I'm like, oh my god, this is still on here.
I'm gonna make a bold prediction here, and I'm gonna say New Super Mario Bros. Wii, which came out in 2009, will be one of the best-selling games of 2010. Just because this game will continue to sell. Their games always sell. Like from month to month, you'll see Wii games on there that came out months ago. They have legs that the other games don't have.
Well, you know what? Maybe over time, New Super Mario Brothers, and I know this is kind of crazy, and there may outsell overall Call of Duty.
Well,
Because if it maintains, look, it had like 1 million copies in Japan, like boom, happened, okay, and then United States bought in, and then suddenly it just kind of rolls and rolls and rolls, and if they keep getting 500,000 sales a month, in 8 to 10 months, it'll definitely be over the Call of Duty sales.
I mean,
it blew away the PS3.
I completely agree with that. I mean, here, even the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 sales for both the Xbox and the PS3 this month combined don't even meet the new Super Mario Brothers Wii.
Wait.
So, I think it'll catch up.
Whoa, wait, what are you saying?
Look at the list.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Xbox 360, sold around 326K. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 for the PS3, about 259K. Add those two together, that's less than 656K.
Well, I mean, this actually brings up. Did you guys hear about like the little bet that Nintendo of America president?
This is what I brought up before.
Reggie Fils-Aimé made. He basically
said by 2010.
He said basically that if you look at the MPD results for the holiday season, including like December and January, that the new Super Mario Bros. Wii would beat out Call of Duty on at least one system,
meaning the PS3.
Meaning more. No, specifically the 360. That it would be better than any one, system. And unfortunately, he was mistaken, as though they basically sold 4.9 million, which is incredible.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Hardly any games will even get up to there.
1 million is a great run.
But on 360 alone, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 has sold about 6.2 million.
I think over time this is going to catch up.
Yeah.
Either that, or it would be so close that no one's. I mean, honestly, no one's laughing now. Look at this. Like they're selling. It's a Mario game, for the love of God. This thing is a side-scrolling platformer, and we got a full 3D, insane online masterpiece with Call of Duty, and suddenly the side-scrolling platformer is keeping up. Wow.
Not to mention, though, I mean, he mentioned specifically one console, so like that as far as that bet goes. But Call of Duty is getting close to 10 million already. Like that's ridiculous. Like already, like. That's incredible. Like most games don't even get close to that. Like even the really good games.
But think about this. Let's think of the gaming dead zone. Let's think of the summer. What are people probably going to be playing? Are they going to be chilling at their homes playing Call of Duty? Are they going to be hooking up with their friends? They got no school. People maybe have summer jobs, but overall, they're not going to school. They're going to hang out with each other. They're going to be playing co-op games where they can sit down with each other.
It can go either way, obviously. I mean, it's not that no one's going to be playing Call of Duty over
I
the summer.
think on one console, I think yes. On even to the 360 sales, I do think the new Super Mario Brothers will overtake it. But it's definitely, for me, it's a toss-up whether or not it can beat out all SKUs of Call of Duty, because that's a lot of sales when you combine it all together.
I think it can, though. I think it can do it.
Was there anything on this list that seems like it's out of place? To me, I don't know what it is with Just Dance. Army of 240th Day wasn't particularly well, but, it's a good buddy game if you have a friend. But what's the deal with Just Dance?
What about Wii Sports Resorts? Why is that there? It's number 7.
I think
that just goes back to what I said.
Sorry, number 6. My bad. Wii Sports Resort beat out Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 for the PS3.
Yeah, I mean they have the legs. I mean, if you looked at the success of Wii Play before, I mean, just because it came with like a Wiimote, like it was on the top of the charts for months.
Yeah, because it was the bundle. It was a bad, like, honestly, gaming. If you want to do a review of that game, it won't score well. But
but it
It's just-
came with a
that's,
Wiimote.
that's the one thing.
It's just
And then
the
Wii
marketing.
Sports
The
Resort
marketing
comes
out
with
of
the-
Nintendo
Yeah.
is
Wii
amazing.
Sports Resort